Hey guys, it's Ann here, aka Pokedetta, and on DeviantArt, it's Celestia Savari. It was, as you can see, I finally got a villager to leave around the time that this was recorded, which was 7/15, 2 days after my sister's birthday. So, yeah. I do not remember what villager it was that left. I honestly don't remember. It's been so long. But I can guarantee you it was not a villager that I wanted. So, I'm sorry. I'm currently being distracted by a kitty who won't leave me alone. And isn't that right, Puffy? She's a happy camper doing nothing but purr. I realized that, this is my second attempt at recording this. Because the first time, it did not register my, mic. I'm just gonna turn that down just a tad bit. So, yeah. As of recent, between then and now, I got Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is a game that I played 25 hours of and then just stopped playing. I haven't touched it in like 2 months. Mainly because as of recent, I've been playing on my 3DS. I'm sorry, correction. It's a 2DS. A Pokeball. It's a Pokeball 2DS. Honestly, I'm still getting my money's worth out of it. Honestly, one of my best $119 I spent. God, kitty. Kitty, you can't get back there. Not underneath this heavy ass weighted blanket. Ugh. She tangled herself in my earbud cord. Come here. Still trying to choke yourself, girl. And on my Switch, I've been playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. Fire Emblem, the franchise itself, is definitely getting up there as some of my favorite all time. With up there with Spyro and of course Pokemon, Final Fantasy, Tomb Raider, Okami. Even Okami Den. That game is, don't bite those. I need these. I don't want to get into my backup yet. I bought a backup pair of earbuds. Because cats like to chew on shit. And yes, if you're looking for a non-cussy person, I am the last person to come to. I have been told I sound really weird when I cuss, but also I cuss a lot. It's just kind of a thing of mine. I'm not getting paid, so why the fuck do I care? And I am also aware that little kids might actually watch a video like this for Animal Crossing. Do I give a fuck? No. Do parents think I probably should? Yes. Do I really think I should care? No. That's the whole point with parents nowadays. They just give their kids unfettered access to something like YouTube and then complain when they watch something from someone who clearly cusses and whatnot. And then complain. No, watch your damn kids. Watch what they... You gotta at least keep an eye on them instead of just giving them shit. Also, don't let your kids play fucking Roblox. That platform of just Roblox is just really bad for your kid. If you want to get all uptight about shit. I have seen some shit, okay? Roblox... Well, a lot of kids do play it. There are a lot of predators on Roblox, okay? And the up guys, the ones at the top, do not give a fuck about your child, period. Oh, this is way too high. Here, that should be, I suppose, better. I just turned down the thing on the mic. The little knob at the bottom is so easy to just nudge, and I'm constantly moving the mic. I need to get like one of those mic stands. I can hear you, kitty, over the music. But like, yeah, seriously though, parents, watch your kids. Watch what they play. Be a parent. Don't just give them an iPad and then give them free reign on shit, okay? That's not how to parent. That really isn't. Also, stop getting triggered over every little damn thing, please. It's really annoying when that's all I see. It's really stupid. Kitty, what you doing? What you doing there? Oh, what you doing? Oh, what you doing? You're purring in my ear? You're getting it all wet, kitty. Anyways, I'm all like, thickety. And I think in some of this I was doing other stuff. I'm realizing if I ever want to do reaction stuff for the YouTube channel, I need to not watch things that I legitimately like would normally. Just wait. I have a problem with that. So yeah, kitty. Ugh, it is really cold. It is snowing outside. Anyways, I want to say anyways a lot. Claudia. I'm just thinking about Joe, the voice actor of Claude, naming naming Violet Claudia during his playthrough of Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's funny, just about every YouTuber I've watched that has like even touched Fire Emblem Three Houses all chose to do the Golden Deer House route. It is quite hilarious. So the Golden Deer House definitely has a special place in my heart. For the deer, as they say. It's definitely been fun to play. I should probably pick it back up soon. Just not today. As of the 18th, because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet come out. And I would be streaming that. But I suppose by the time you see this, I should have more episodes out for that. And I definitely need to update the names of my thing, of some of my streams. Simply because it's really annoying when you go to look something up and none of their stuff is numbered and whatnot. It's really annoying, and I need to change that. It's bothering me, of all people, when things aren't numbered and in the title or even in the thumbnail. So I'm definitely going to fix that before I stream Fire Emblem Three Houses again, which I'm going through the Blue Lines route on stream. No. I also started playing Pets Cats too. No, you just looked at me as soon as I said that, huh? is a game that I loved growing up. It is not up there as one of my all-time favorites, but it is definitely up there as just a normal favorite of mine. It's a game. It's a really good game. It is not the best game by no means, but it's not the worst either. I really enjoyed playing it. And you can definitely tell it's aged. Then again, a lot of PS2 games have aged like that. Unless you're a Okami, in which with a art style that is timeless. Okami is a really good game. You should really play it if you enjoy any semblance of the kind of games that I like to play. Really good. What you doing there, kitty? What you doing? Being a happy camper? Yes, you are. You're being a happy camper. It is really cold in my house. Then again, you might say my house is fine, but I just have a habit of just things in my house that I'm just cold like all the time. And I have, of course, medical reasons why that is. Like, no joke, my hands could be warm 1 minute, and the moment they leave the warmth of whatever I'm working on, or like whatever I'm under, and they are immediately as cold as ice. I am not joking. The other day, I went to do laundry. My hands were warm when I went downstairs. They came up cold. It does not take very long for my hands to go from decently warm to really cold. Am I the only one that's like that? Ciao. Ticket 16. I think I went through like 37 tickets this time around. There's really not much I can really talk about without going into some other things that I'm doing. I know, like, not everyone enjoys like D&D and whatnot, and I've talked about D&D before. So I suppose I could talk about that at least a little bit. Right now, I'm currently planning 3 campaigns. One of them is a Halloween-based one. It's gonna be... I'm doing it in the style of, like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? If you've remembered that show ever, if you've ever grown up. During that time period, where it's just a bunch of like short stories and whatnot, and the first one is literally everyone gets invited to a costume party and they get turned into whatever the hell they turned into. I am currently doing characters and I only have one. At all that time I only have one. I have the Fire Emblem one that I am doing, and I haven't touched that in a while. So that's a thing. And then another one that I'm currently working on is a Phantasy Star Universe based one. If you know what that is. Of course, you probably would have known. If it sounds familiar, you are probably thinking of Phantasy Star Online, which is like in the same thing as Universe is. Because you got the Newmans, you have Doomans, you have, of course, your human, beasts. I don't believe they are in Phantasy Star Online too. But they're also casts. And they're also, like, in the older Phantasy Star games, there was, like other, aliens and whatnot. Or, I suppose, races, in a case. I've seen a couple of the older, Phantasy Star games. Phantasy Star Universe, I think, is where I'll stick my foot in. I have tried Phantasy Star Online too, but the last time I tried to play it, I couldn't get the sound to work, no matter what I did. So I said, fuck it, and uninstalled it, and now I do not have the room for it. I have a lot of stuff that I think I need to get rid of. It is quite it's quite a thing, that's for sure. I think the kitty's still back here. Yes, she must be quite warm underneath this weighted blanket. It's nice, but it's so heavy whenever I tried to pick it up and cover up, and I'm constantly getting like uncovered, which does not help my situation of just being cold. But whenever I am covered up with it, I'm quite warm. Oh! I accidentally put my knee on the kitty cat. Last night I went to bed. I completely forgot I had my DS on. So it was on all night. By the time I got up, it was blinking the red light, which is how I figured it out that I forgot to save my game and turn it off. I would have lost a little bit of progress had I just, you know, let it die, but I didn't. And my game is fully charged now. And I have decent charge on my Switch. I just have a habit, especially with my phone. This is why it's really bad to try and get a hold of me at all, period. I let my phone die, and then it's off for like a week before I remember to plug it in. That should prove how often I actually use the phone, like, period. I don't really use it all that often. Everyone else, where they're pretty much glued to their phone, I'm glued to my laptop. I cannot see things on a fucking small ass screen. Okay, if I want to play any of my games, my handheld games, for a long period of time, I have a pair of glasses that have it's like one of those dentistry like glasses with the magnifying glasses on them. I have those that I use. I am that blind to seeing small things. So I definitely like need my laptop. Speaking of which, I do need to get repaired soon. So instead of getting gifts for everyone for Christmas, I'm gonna go get my fucking laptop repaired. Because I am deathly afraid of losing everything I've ever worked on in the past 4 years. That also includes my lovely dovey avatar. So, in my commissions, well, my one commission for my friend is the only commission I think I'm ever gonna do, because I don't think I'm good enough for it. Yeah, sure, my models might look decent, but do I think they're good enough to start commissions for? No. Nope. Not at all. But that's just me. It is a thing. I really just... I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think I am good enough for that? For getting commissions from? Because, in all honesty, I don't think I am. I really don't. But if I get enough people to say that they think my stuff, my 3D modeling is good enough for maybe some cheap ones, maybe, just maybe I'll officially open up commissions. Until then, I really don't think I'm good enough. I am always going to lowball the price for my stuff compared to other people because I'm constantly comparing my stuff to other people. I don't think I'm that good compared to everyone else. Also, yes, I did pass up Stitches. Even though Stitches is really, really cute, I passed them up because I want the cat villagers for my island. I really do want just the cat villagers. However, I'm keeping Ione and Marina until all of the other villagers that are not cat villagers are gone. That's just how I roll. It really is. I am holding back a sneeze right now. I woke up at like 6:30 today. So, I'm probably going to be yawning a lot during the stream. That stream will likely be up already by the time this airs. Cause I'm gonna be frank with ya. It takes for fucking ever for a video to be uploaded to YouTube. That's probably why my battery is fucked up in the laptop. Because I have it plugged in all the time. I really wish I could my cord that runs from my PC, or I really hope that it's just the cord from the PC to the monitor, just so I could have that on and have things uploading to YouTube in the meantime. But I can't seem to get that to work for me. So, what fun! Also, I managed to, get my printer to work for my laptop. So that's nice. I can now scan shit into the computer. Which I have done so already. I have 2 different DeviantArt accounts. One of them strictly for my, my art. My non-MMD based, art. The only MMD picture on there was my ID, which I can no longer have, since Eclipse. Still saying it. Fuck you, DeviantArt, for doing that. A lot of people left DeviantArt when they forced that onto us. DeviantArt does not care about us anymore. If they ever did. It has just slowly been spiraling down through a shithole, and I am just along for the ride because all of my things are on DeviantArt. All of my downloads and whatnot. And I could not be bothered to upload them to someplace else. But I probably should. I probably should do that. But like, it's a lot. I have 4,000 deviations. Around like 4,300. It is a lot. And like 90% of what I am known for, I'd like to believe, is the Pokemon downloads. So even though people, you know, who leave DeviantArt still have to come back to DeviantArt if they want my Pokemon downloads. Because That's just where I put them all on. There's another site that I'm looking at called Buzzly. It's decent. It's got the makings of being a great an art place. It's a whole thing though. They definitely have some issues they need to fix, but they're getting there. And their layout is already so much better than DeviantArt's layout. It really is. It's so much better than I think it ever has any right to being, especially in beta. I haven't really like uploaded anything out of it as a test because the last time I got on it I couldn't upload anything. So as a test this time I uploaded a picture that I previously a model I previously had up for download on DeviantArt. And I just put that download picture in the description and whatnot, along with credits and whatnot. So there's that. And ticket 40, and we finally get Bob, and that makes 3 cat villagers I have on my island that is of the lazy nature. I'm on the fence here. I know I got Bob. I also have Mo and Punchy. Mo I'm definitely keeping. I have grown so attached to Mo. And I know for sure like I'm getting rid of Punchy, but I don't know if I want to keep Bob or not. So do I stay a part of Bob's gang, or do I trade him for another cat villager? That's something that I don't know about yet. That's just a thing for me that I'm trying to figure out. Anyways, as you can see, yep, there goes the power strip where I lose the signal. All I did was legitimately just tugged on the cord, the strip itself, and I had my power back. Don't worry, I'm in, I switched that out so I don't have to worry about it. And no more faulty stuff. No more losing the connection or anything. I am good to go. As always, I will always go through the dialogue like several times to make sure, like one last time to make sure like he doesn't say anything else. Because I really want to make sure I get them on my island. I don't know what you would call it, but it's just kind of a thing for me that I want to make sure I'm just not, you know, just leaving without getting my villager after I worked so hard to get. I still have so many tickets. So many. Yeah. I went through 4 whole stacks. 4 whole stacks. I think I overcompensated for that. Yeah. I have the Bob on my island. He is still on my island. I'm still working on my island. Right now I'm currently working all the way in the back where the campsite is. Oh yeah, these 2 houses, they're still on the beach. I don't want to move the houses yet, because that's still, you know, quite a bit of money to move things. Yeah. It is a thing. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.